Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the world of next-generation warfare and defense innovation. We're exploring the top 5 future defense systems you've never heard of, yet. These are cutting-edge projects being developed in secrecy, quietly shaping the future of global military power. From energy weapons to autonomous battle networks, the future of defense isn't science fiction anymore, it's unfolding right now. Let's start with a system that feels like it came straight out of a futuristic movie, the electromagnetic railgun. While traditional artillery relies on explosives to launch shells, the railgun uses electromagnetic energy to fire projectiles at speeds exceeding Mach 7. That's over 8,600 km per hour. Instead of using gunpowder or chemical propellants, it uses powerful electromagnetic fields to accelerate metal rounds along a set of conductive rails. The result is a projectile that can hit targets with incredible speed, range, and accuracy, all without explosives. What makes this system revolutionary is not only its destructive kinetic power but also its cost efficiency. Each round could cost just a few $1,000s, compared to expensive guided missiles that cost millions. Countries like the United States and China have both been testing versions of the railgun, though development has been kept largely under wraps due to immense power requirements and material stress challenges. Once perfected, the railgun could completely change naval warfare, allowing ships to engage enemies hundreds of kilometers away with near-instant impact. Moving on to the next system, the Skyborg Autonomous Combat Drone Network. This is not a single drone but an entire ecosystem of AI-powered aircraft designed to operate alongside human pilots. The concept is known as loyal wingmen. These drones can fly in formation with fighter jets, share targeting data, and even perform independent strike missions. Imagine an F-35 fighter jet commanding several autonomous drones mid-air, assigning them tasks, or sending them ahead for surveillance and attack. Skyborg's AI can adapt, learn, and make split-second tactical decisions without constant human input. The U.S. Air Force and DARPA have been testing versions of this system, and similar programs are rumored to be underway in Australia and the UK. The idea is to create an intelligent, cooperative network of manned and unmanned systems working together on the battlefield. This would make air combat faster, safer, and far more unpredictable for adversaries. The Skyborg project marks a major step toward an AI-driven defense era where machines could soon outthink and outmaneuver human pilots. Now let's talk about something from beneath the ocean, the Poseidon nuclear-powered underwater drone. This one comes from Russia and remains one of the most mysterious and controversial defense projects in the world. The Poseidon is essentially a doomsday torpedo, a gigantic underwater drone powered by a nuclear reactor. It can travel thousands of kilometers autonomously and is believed to carry a massive nuclear warhead. Its purpose is deterrence. In the event of a large-scale conflict, Poseidon could be launched silently to strike coastal targets or even create massive radioactive tsunamis. What makes it so terrifying is that it's designed to operate deep underwater, making it nearly impossible to intercept. Reports suggest it could reach speeds of up to 200 km per hour underwater and dive deeper than any existing submarine. The Poseidon system represents a new era of underwater warfare, one that merges autonomy, endurance, and nuclear deterrence into a single platform. Next up is something that's been getting attention only in defense circles. Israel's Iron Beam. You might have heard about the Iron Dome missile defense system, but Iron Beam takes the concept to a whole new level. Instead of using intercepting missiles, Iron Beam uses a high-energy laser to shoot down incoming threats like rockets, mortars, and drones. It's a directed energy weapon that operates at the speed of light. The advantage? It's extremely cost-effective. Each laser shot costs just a few dollars compared to thousands or millions for traditional interceptor missiles. During tests, Iron Beam successfully neutralized multiple targets mid-air using invisible beams of light that burned through the target's surface almost instantly. It's quiet, fast, and precise, making it one of the most futuristic defense systems currently transitioning from prototype to operational use. The Iron Beam could soon become the backbone of modern air defense systems across multiple nations. But defense innovation doesn't stop in the air or sea. Enter the Sentinel Adaptive Camouflage Armor System. This one might sound fictional, but several defense companies, particularly in the United Kingdom and Japan, have been working on advanced camouflage systems inspired by nature, specifically, the skin of octopuses and chameleons. This active camouflage armor uses flexible nanomaterials embedded with sensors that can mimic the colors, patterns, and even textures of the surrounding environment in real time. Essentially, it allows vehicles or soldiers to blend seamlessly into their surroundings, making them nearly invisible to both human eyes and infrared sensors. Imagine a tank changing its surface to look like the terrain it's driving on, or a soldier's armor adapting to a jungle, desert, or urban environment instantly. This technology relies heavily on AI, nanotechnology, and advanced optics. The military potential is massive. Stealth isn't just for aircraft anymore. Once deployed, the Sentinel camouflage system could redefine ground warfare, providing unmatched concealment and tactical advantage. Now, we can't talk about future defense without mentioning quantum radar technology. Traditional radar systems rely on electromagnetic waves, which can be jammed or fooled by stealth technology. But quantum radar works on an entirely different principle. It uses quantum entanglement to detect objects. In simple terms, it sends one photon into the air and keeps its entangled twin in a receiver. When the first photon bounces off an object, even stealth aircraft, it alters the state of its twin, allowing detection with extreme precision. This makes it virtually impossible for stealth jets or submarines to remain hidden. China and Canada have both been experimenting with early quantum radar prototypes, and while the technology is still in its infancy, it could completely destroy the concept of invisible aircraft in the future. Quantum radar would mean an end to the stealth era, a new balance of power where detection becomes absolute. Another fascinating system under development is the Taranis UCAV, a stealthy autonomous combat aircraft from the UK. The Taranis is designed to perform deep strike missions, gather intelligence, and engage enemy targets, all without a human on board. It combines radar-absorbing materials, stealth aerodynamics, and advanced AI control systems. The name Taranis, inspired by the Celtic god of thunder, reflects its purpose, silent but deadly. It's believed to operate using a high degree of autonomy, allowing it to fly coordinated missions with other aircraft or even lead drone swarms. The British Ministry of Defence and Base Systems have tested it in secretive trials, hinting that future wars may be fought by AI-driven squadrons that never tire, never hesitate, and never miss. While offensive systems dominate the spotlight, defensive countermeasures are evolving too. One example is AI-driven cyber defense networks. In the digital battlefield, cyber attacks can be just as destructive as missiles. Future defense networks are being built with self-learning AI that can detect, isolate, and neutralize digital threats within milliseconds. These systems analyze billions of data points across communication networks, automatically identifying anomalies and reacting faster than any human operator could. The goal is to build cyber-immune systems for military infrastructure, protecting satellites, communication lines, and command centers from constant digital attacks. Countries like the US, Israel, and South Korea are investing heavily in this field, as the line between cyber warfare and physical warfare continues to blur. And then there's hypersonic missile defense, an area where speed meets precision. As hypersonic weapons, those traveling faster than Mach 5, become more common, nations are racing to create defense systems capable of intercepting them. Traditional missile defense systems are too slow to track such fast-moving threats. That's where new technologies like AI-assisted radar tracking, advanced heat detection sensors, and kinetic kill interceptors come in. These systems use predictive algorithms to calculate where a hypersonic missile will be seconds before it arrives, giving defense forces a narrow but critical window to respond. Russia, China, and the US are leading this high-stakes race. Whoever masters hypersonic defense first will hold a major strategic advantage in the next generation of warfare. The future of defense is also being reshaped by space-based weapon systems. While it sounds like science fiction, multiple nations are quietly developing space defense technologies, including laser-equipped satellites and orbital missile interceptors. These systems could one day protect against nuclear attacks or disable enemy satellites before they launch counterstrikes. The militarization of space is a controversial topic, but it's already happening. The creation of specialized military branches like the U.S. Space Force highlights how seriously this domain is being taken. The ability to control or defend assets in orbit could decide the outcome of future conflicts. When we look at all these systems together, railguns, AI drones, underwater nuclear drones, laser defenses, adaptive camouflage, quantum radar, and more, one thing becomes clear: the battlefield of tomorrow will look nothing like the one we know today. War is no longer just about firepower, it's about speed, intelligence, and invisibility. AI, autonomy, and advanced materials are redefining every corner of defense technology. The lines between digital, physical, and even space warfare are blending into a single unified domain. As these technologies evolve, they also raise critical ethical and strategic questions. How much control should we give to machines capable of making life or death decisions? What happens when autonomous systems begin fighting each other without human oversight? And will these weapons make the world safer through deterrence, or push us closer to an uncontrollable arms race? One thing is certain: the race for future defense supremacy is well underway. Behind closed doors, laboratories and defense agencies around the world are building machines that could change the balance of global power forever. The next war might not be fought by soldiers on the ground, but by algorithms, drones, and weapons that move faster than thought itself. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the future of defense technology, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss our next exploration into the unseen world of military innovation. The future of warfare is already here, it's just not evenly distributed yet.